This government shutdown is a lot more sinister than most people understand. You see, if you're a Republican or MAGA, you're probably blaming the Democrats in Congress. And if you're a Democrat, you're probably blaming the Republicans in Congress. But it goes much deeper than that. Have you noticed that Mike Johnson won't call Congress back into session? And you might think it has something to do with the e files, and is, and it's actually not that at all. Because if you look at many Republican congressional leaders, they're asking Mike Johnson to bring Congress back into session. And it's because they don't even know really what the strategy here is and what the plan is. And this is where I'm going to tell you or explain to you what's really happening. If you're familiar with the name Russell Voigt, he is the director of the OMB, the Office Management of Budget, and he's also a co-architect of Project 2025. And he is the one that has the strategy here. Now, if you don't believe me, you just have to go back to the video about Russell Voigt being the Grim Reaper a couple months ago and JD Vance and Trump being in that AI video, which I'll show you at the end of this video. But what's really happening is what they're trying to do is to cripple the US government and Congress in particular. Because if you understand the US Constitution, you know that Congress has the power of the purse and the budget, meaning they're supposed to control all spending. But if they can't come together and open up the government, what Russell Voigt, Donald Trump, JD Vance are trying to do is to convince all Americans that Congress should no longer be in power and be able to control the purse. You see, this is a consolidation of power attempt. They are trying to have the government shut down for so long to get most people to blame all of Congress for not being able to fulfill their duty. So you might think, what's going to happen next? Well, maybe he declares a national emergency and says that Congress can no longer function and control spending. Like Russell Voigt in Project 2025 has said, is they want to consolidate power behind the executive. They believe a president or an authoritarian should have full control, and they are basically trying to eliminate the natural checks and balances that the founding fathers put into place in the Constitution. In short, they want to break government. They want to cripple government, and that's their plan. If the shutdown is prolonged, they will do something to say that Congress can no longer manage the budget and spending. And they want to allow one person, the president, in this case, President Trump, to have all control over money, which takes the representation away from all of us.